For more on this, we can now go across to the courthouse to join Carys Garland, who is standing by. Hi, Carys. Good to have you with us. What has Sarkozy been saying then in court?
Well, as you say, Angela, we've just heard Nicolas Sarkozy reacting to those written statements by Claude Gueant, his former close associate. It's shaping up to be a bit of a war of words. That's as these written statements contradict things that Sarkozy has previously said in these trials. Notably, one thing that Gueant points out is concerning events at a dinner in Tripoli with the then Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi back in 2007, the year that Sarkozy was elected. According to Gueant, the issue of Abdallah Senussi was brought up. He's a main character in this trial. He was a Libyan regime insider and wanted in France over terrorism, of course, something that the Libyans wanted to go away. Now, according to Gueant, Gaddafi himself brought up the issue of Senussi, and then Nicolas Sarkozy then asked Gueant, his chief of staff, to quote, take care of it. Now, this is important because prosecutors say that this could have been the center of a quid pro quo. In other words, Sarkozy could have tried to do something about the judicial situation in exchange for Libyan financing for his presidential campaign, and also because Sarkozy's defense more or less is based around the fact that he was unaware of any kinds of dealings by his close associates. Well, Sarkozy earlier on said that Gueant his memory is failing him. He said he's not lying, but age, our memories can evolve. He's 81, by the way, absent from this trial due to health reasons. Sarkozy says that Gueant was confused with a meeting in Libya in 2005. According to the former president, that's the only time that Gaddafi mentioned Senussi's name, which was in an offhand remark, not at all a request. And he went on to say that Sarkozy's public position while he was campaigning was that there would be no grace nor amnesty, an option, he said, that was ruled out for Senussi in 2006.
And is this public split between Sarkozy and Claude Gueant a big surprise?
Well, the written statements contradicting what Sarkozy had said were not expected at all. I mean, Gueant, we have to remember, was convicted in that initial trial and sentenced to 6 years in prison himself. Sarkozy, the two men have known each other for years. In fact, they've had a close working relationship for over 2 decades. And in that initial trial, Sarkozy described Gueant as an honest man, but since this appeals trial has started over the past few weeks, as the pressure ramped up, Sarkozy has changed his tone a little bit and insinuated that Gueant could have moved at possible personal enrichment for himself, and the former president also suggested that Gueant may have acted improperly on his own. But we know that the court will have to take this into consideration and decide whether it's possible that Sarkozy may not have known that one of his very close working relationships was going behind his back to meet Senussi without him knowing. That's going to have to be taken into account. But Gueant, in any case, says that he has more to say.
OK, we'll leave it there. Thanks very much, Carys Garland there at the court for us. She will no doubt be updating us later in the day here.